Yo, 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 yo. What up, YouTube? Yo, check it out, man. My last video, man, I missed a few details, man. You know what I mean? I kind of messed up on that. I was rushing that video when I did it. I didn't do too much editing because I got to get a new phone, man, and my phone doesn't have enough gigs to download um like these videos, especially when I try to edit it all special and all of that. So, you know what I mean? I didn't do too much editing on my last video. The last one when I said Rikers Island, when I was one mistake away from going there, um, and I was serious. I could have ended up going and probably going upstate. Like I said, I don't know the rules of the system. I don't know what they would have gave me for catching me with 10 grams of crack and 10 dime bags of weed and a suspended license. Um, but anyway, let me fix up a few things and clarify a few things from that video, right? Um, I forgot to mention. I mean, and it's obvious already that the police searched my vehicle. That's what I forgot to mention. That's exactly what I forgot. But I mean, anybody that knows or who have had encounters with police officers, usually when they get you for something like suspended license or they have a probable cause to search your vehicle, if the car smells like marijuana, or, et cetera, et cetera, um, they take you out of the car, and when they tell you to come to the back, they place you on the back. They take your key. They tell you to take it out of the ignition, and they take it from you. You go to the back of the car. They search you. One of them or two. It depends how many officers are on the scene. Let's say if it's two. In my case, I think it was two or three. So one or two of them stayed with me in the back of the car. They searched me first, and then after they searched me, they patted me down to see if I had a gun or any weapons, any needles, or any shit like that. Contraband. They check you, thoroughly, grab your balls, all that shit. Um, they made a mistake and didn't feel by my socks because they would have found the weed at that time. Um, and anyway, so after they searched me, one of them or two of them stayed back with me, and they were talking to me, trying to the bad cop either stays there talking with you and the good cop goes and searches the car, or the bad cop goes and searches the car. I think that's what was the case. The bad cop goes, searches the car, and the good cop tries to butter you up and soften you up. So while the bad cop is searching with the flashlight, he went in my car. Like I said, I had the crack 10 grams in the sunroof, and it was cracked about probably like 6 inches open or whatever, right? And I did what I told you guys I did in my video, right? When they told me to take out the key and come to the back of the car. The car was on. So I turned it off, and then I quickly clicked it back so I can be able to activate the sunroof. And I pressed the sunroof button and closed it, so the sunroof could close, and it covered where the crack was at because there was a piece of the plastic sticking out. So when I looked up, I thought real quick, like, oh shit, if I leave this shit, they're gonna come with the flashlight, checking the car, and they definitely would have seen this shit. Trust me. So it had to have been God, Thank God for that, man. That I seen that. If I didn't see that, I would have had a felony and I would have did a little bit of time. So I got a huge break right there. So when I turned that key and I pressed that, I closed that sunroof, right? And I went to the back. Now the cover of the sunroof, there's a cover of the sunroof. It was still 6 inches open because when I had opened it prior to that, sometime before, whatever, I think before I left my house. Oh, another detail that I forgot to mention is I told you guys the first place I put the crack was in the Acura Legend in the cup holder area. You could put stuff in there and then close it, and it will close in and close all the way in. And then that's where I used to put it a lot of times because I didn't want to put it on me just in case if they searched me and probably found it, or I got locked up for something, took me to Central, and they're gonna find the shit on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you have it in your ass or something. I don't do shit like that. Like I never went to prison. Like I never had to do stuff like that. Or or if you have it taped to your balls or some shit. Unless you got it like that, then they won't find it. But anyway, I had it in the holder thing, and I had it in there. And like I said, when they were circling my block, I'm like, yo, why these fucking cops keep circling the fucking block? They up to something. There must be something going around. But no, they were watching me because they knew I was selling. Trust me, I know. They knew because there was another incident I'm going to tell you right after this and how I knew. So I took the crack out of the 10 grams. I took it out of the cup holder area. And I said, let me put this shit in the sunroof, man. I don't trust this shit. I don't trust these niggas just in case they pull me over. So I put it in the sunroof thing. But my dumb ass should have closed the fucking sunroof. And I would have most likely been secured, you know? But I didn't think. And I didn't realize it was a piece of the plastic coming out. Because I did it real quick and I just forced it. And I didn't really look at it. So now back to when they had me pulled over and they told me to get out. And I closed the sunroof because I noticed. So, I went to the back of the car. One of them, like I said, they were searching Boom Boom. Then one of them, the bad cop, went and started with the flashlight searching the whole fucking car. But he just he failed to realize to open up the sunroof and check that area. He probably just didn't think of that. He just searched inside the car. That was the one thing he didn't think of. And if he did, I would have got caught. But by the grace of God, thank the Lord, I didn't get caught. Right? So that's what I forgot to mention. That was some of the details I forgot to mention in my video, my last video. So this is just a little recap, a little refreshment, and to give you guys some more details in there. And also a message for you young kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Look what could have happened to me. I'm lucky. You know what I'm saying? And that shit made me stop. Because I realized, I said, you know what? This time, they were still watching me. I realized I'm going to end up getting caught and I'm going to do time. And it might be something that I can't handle. Now, I'm a strong individual, but I've never been to no Rikers Island and no jail and this and that. I hear stories about it and this and that, but it probably would have changed my life. I would have turned into a real grimy person probably, or whatever. Dealing with what I had to go through in prison. I probably would have joined in more gangs or whatever I was, who knows. But anyway, that really was a turning point in my life for me and made me change. So for the youth out there, I just want to give y'all this message. Please, man, try to go on the right path. Try to do the right thing. That changed my life. That's why I made this video. That's why I made that video. But this is just a refreshment to remind you guys. You know what I'm saying? So just please stay out of trouble. Go on the right path. Try to do things legitly. If you know you're indulging in things, you got to try to be careful, but try to find a way out, man. Try to find some way out because that's not the way. You're either going to end up going to jail or you're going to end up acquiring enemies and you're going to have to get fucking guns and all of this crazy shit and watching you over your shoulder all the fucking time, looking around because you're selling on somebody's territory and they jealous about it. They're mad. They're not having that. And some of these guys, they don't play, man. They're not playing with you. It's not a fucking game. They will blow you the fuck away on some real shit. So if you're not built like that, even if you are built like that, it doesn't matter. It's either you going to fucking jail or you're going to get pressed and it's going to be a team of niggas and they coming with heavy artillery. They're not playing with you. And some of these guys are serious dudes. They will blow you away for fucking selling on their territory or whatever. They'll give you some warnings and then they'll send the hitters to get you. So keep that in mind. Anyway, this is another part how I knew that these cops was watching me, that they knew that I was selling. You know how I knew? All right. I was about to start acquiring enemies because guys knew I was selling to their customers and they started realizing, yo, why are we short? And they started finding out this little black motherfucker, I don't know, maybe it was Spanish niggas or black niggas or whatever, I don't know. But this little pretty boy black dude, he's taking our fucking custom. We gotta teach this nigga a lesson. So what they try to do is try to fuck me up. They try to break into my car. One day I was in my crib and I came out and these niggas, it was two guys and there was a car that pulled up for them. They jumped out the car. They broke my window, right? My alarm went off. They broke my window and they tried to steal my car. They broke the ignition. My car's parked right in front of my house. I look out, I hear the alarm go off. I open the window. I'm like, yo, you broke the glass, broke the ignition, tried to steal the car. The only thing is I had one of these old school metal locks that my big brother put me onto. And I put that, you know how you, those metal locks and you get a key and you could put it on the brake. You press down and then clamp down, pull up and push. And it locks on the brake, right? So niggas can't steal your car. Niggas ain't going through all of that, trying to cut that off and steal your car. So they seen that shit, then niggas like, oh shit, we can't steal this shit. They know they done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? So after breaking my ignition, breaking my glass, the alarm blasting going off, this nigga jumps out the car, fat ass nigga, and runs off. At the time when he jumping out the car, I'm out my window screaming, motherfucker, I'm coming to get you right now, motherfucker. I lost it. My mother's like, no, Daryl, no. D, my father, my mother, I've just put on some quick clothes, mad quick. I don't even think I put on clothes. I had on like short pants and I ran out there barefoot or some shit. But these niggas, they jumped in the car and they was out. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when the police showed up, it was the same guys that had pulled me over prior, that would have arrested me, that let me slide. They said, oh, and my mom came out and was like, oh, whose car is this? Oh, it's yours? Oh, don't we know you? Yeah, we had a run-in with you. Mr. Perry, right? Yeah, Mr. Perry. Yeah, we know you. You staying out of trouble? That's good. I wonder why this happened. Mr. Perry. So yeah, moral of the story is put two and two together. If you can't realize that right there, then I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your brain. But anyway, that's what I had to give for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? You tuned in with your boy Dmoneybags on the check-in. Shout out to everybody, all my YouTubers, everybody. Lockout fam, shout out to Warpath, all my YouTubers out there. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. We on the rise. We on the come up, you heard? We on the check-in with Dmoneybags, baby. 1.